When Harper and I first walked through the front door of the house, it looked nothing like the vision we'd been carrying in our heads. It was small, tired, and covered in a layer of grime that seemed to have settled in after years of neglect. The floors creaked under our feet, the wallpaper was peeling in places, and the faint smell of mold clung to the air. But despite all of that, we saw something others probably couldn't: potential. This was going to be our dream home. I still remember the way Harper's face lit up when she pointed out where we could tear down a wall to create an open living space, or how we could turn the backyard into a lush garden where we'd eventually raise a family. That first walk through wasn't about what the house was, it was about what it could be. The possibilities felt endless, and for a while, the excitement of it all carried us through the backbreaking work that came with a renovation project like this. The days were long and hard, filled with the relentless rhythm of hammering nails, hauling drywall, and sanding floors that never seemed to come clean. But we loved it, or at least we told ourselves we did. The sweat and exhaustion were just part of the journey to building something together, something that was uniquely ours. We'd fall into bed at night, our hands calloused and our bodies aching, but there was a quiet satisfaction in knowing that we were shaping our future one brick, one coat of paint, at a time. But as weeks turned into months, the relentless grind began to wear us down. It became clear that the renovation wasn't just taking a toll on the house, it was taking a toll on us. Harper had picked up extra shifts at work to help cover the inevitable over-budget surprises, and while I stayed behind to tackle the house, it felt like we were slowly growing apart, our lives running on parallel tracks. I missed her. I missed working alongside her, laughing at our mistakes, celebrating the small victories. But with her absence, the house started to feel like a lonely battleground. I found myself tackling the renovation alone more often than not, and with every passing day, the house that had once symbolized our shared dream started to feel like my burden to carry. Harper would come home late, her tired smile apologizing for not being there, and I'd force a grin, pretending it didn't matter that the weight of it all had shifted to me. When we finally reached the last stage, the painting, I thought it would bring some relief, a sense that the end was finally in sight. But the paint fumes were unbearable, choking the air and leaving us both lightheaded. It was clear we couldn't stay in the house, not while the smell hung in every room like a toxic cloud. So we decided, reluctantly, to stay at her parents' place for a few days while the house aired out. I wasn't exactly thrilled about the idea. My relationship with Harper's parents had always been strained, to put it mildly. Her mother, Helen, was pleasant enough, though there was a coolness between us that I could never quite explain. And then there was her stepfather, James, a man whose presence filled every room like a storm cloud, especially after a few drinks. He was quick-tempered and had a knack for making you feel like an outsider even in your own home.